Welcome back to the third edition of Hawk Talk. Graham Nash and Max Schwartzberg coming to you live after the game. Chatham and Hyannis tie 7-7 after 10 innings. We got some extra baseball here tonight in Chatham. Max, back and forth game. Both teams had healthy leads at one point, but each found a way to score. It was quite the show here at Victory Field.
Well, how about Hyannis coming back from a 5-0 deficit? That says a lot about a team and their identity this early on in the season. But then Chatham, a good answer right there. You know, at the end of the day, these are both two very good baseball teams that find a way to get it done. We saw today, and we saw them not together, the 7-7 tie at the end.
A big storyline for the pitching staff of Hyannis today was the walks, a little bit higher than they have been. The strikeout numbers were still fantastic, north of 12, I believe, might have crept to 13, but the walks, 8 walks on the night for the pitching staff. How concerning is that going forward?
I know it's a little bit of a one-game blunder because Hyannis, the pitching staff, has actually been very good in terms of the command of the baseball, and that's been very encouraging to see early on in the summer. Now, we are in a couple games into the year, and obviously this is going to happen. So Hyannis, I don't think it's much of a concern as much as how encouraging it is to see how good they are at getting those swings and misses, getting those strikeouts, and generating weak contact.
Well, tomorrow is Fenway Day. No ball game for anyone around the league. Hyannis back in action on Thursday on the road at Bourne, 6 p.m. But before we end the show, Max, you were able to catch up with manager Mitch Carricker after the game. Let's hear from him.
Coach, you were down 5-0, but then you guys clawed back a wild sequence of events at the end there. What is your initial reaction?
Well, it's as hard as it is to say, it was a good tie. We weren't going very good for a while, and then to get the bats going a little bit was really good to see. Our bullpen again was really, really good, and so wish we could have got it done there at the bottom of the 10th, but that's baseball, and we'll build on all the positives we saw.
As you say, a good tie, and especially with the bats getting going, especially after a little bit of a rough night yesterday against Brewster. How important is that going into the rest of the season and Fenway Day tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's really important. You know, our guys, they want to get over the hump of getting their first hit and having some success, and so we had a lot of guys that did that tonight. And again, the at-bats are just getting better and better the more we play, and I expect that to continue. And so it was good to get that started tonight, and Fenway will be a great experience for these guys tomorrow.
And lastly, as a pitching staff, you guys continue to shine in terms of strikeouts. The walks were a bit high today, but what positives can you take today based on the way that you guys continue to get swings and misses?
Yeah, I think that's just, again, we have really good stuff up and down our bullpen. And, again, the ability to execute when we call it is really at a high level right now. So we need to keep that going.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.